take two on this video. I just wanted to jump on real quick and share with you my large ephemera packs that are going to be coming up in the next sale. I thought I would, before I seal them up, I would take one out and show you what's inside. They are a little different this month because I figured we got Halloween coming up next month, so I wanted you to have this little goodie in time to create for Halloween. So this is what it'll look like. It'll be all sealed up, and let's just see what we got here. So they're all similar, but of course all different because most of what's in here is vintage, so no two are going to be the same. Let's start from the back. So you're going to get 3 different pieces of music. There's a large one, there's one from an old hymnal, and there's one from a vintage Girl Scout handbook. Then you're going to get 5 different dictionary pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind, I'm wrong. 6. 5 or 6. Okay, so there's a big one. There is a French English one. There is a medical dictionary. This is just a different patina of regular dictionary. And then 2 smaller different dictionary pages. So you get a variety of sizes, patinas, and weights of paper to work with. Each pack has a page from a vintage children's science book. They are not all this colorful. This one just happens to be a colorful one. You're going to get one of each, two different children's book pages, vintage children's book pages. You're going to get a page from a vintage yearbook. This one happens to be from 1922, I believe. So that's pretty cool. And then I put in an extra piece from a vintage dictionary. They're not all from 1922. Some of them are from the 50s. This is a advertising page from a vintage yearbook. So I think those are kind of neat. And then each one has a page from an Audubon book. Again, they're not all this colorful. They vary, but they are each from that book. This is from a science materials book. A lot of mathy stuff, makes a great collage background. You're going to get one of these pages from, this book was from the 1800s, and it was a geography book. And this is a page from an old Sears Roebuck catalog. This one happens to have 2 of these. Most of them only have 1, but sometimes when I'm packing I grab 2, so this person gets lucky. These are French text. Each one has a page from a vintage cookbook, a page from an old Archie comic, a page from this little bird book, a vintage time card, a vintage envelope that has postage on it. Now some of them have the first day of issue stamp envelopes, so you either get this or you get a different envelope. Paper bingo card, a pegboard bingo card, a reproduction postcard, and then an actual vintage postcard that has writing and postage on the back. This is just a regular journaling card. You're gonna get a vintage recipe. Some of them are just on note paper, but they're all old and they make great backgrounds. Each one has one of these vintage airmail letters with handwriting. I love those. These are not vintage. This is just a guess check. This is vintage. It is a blank receipt from Tony's Farm Service in Wright, Minnesota. This is a shipping tag that I have coffee dyed. And then each one has 3 vintage photographs. They vary in size and condition. And then each one gets one of these vintage, either this is hem tape, some of them are bias tape, some of them are seam binding, and they're not all sealed in the plastic. Some of them have been slightly used, but they all have some of the product and the paper piece that I like to turn those into journaling cards. And then this is just a little, it's like a cover from a vintage children's book, and there's different animals. I have not packed all of these yet, but you can see there's different ones, but you're going to get one in each package. And then each one's going to get one of these vintage Halloween treat bags. And inside of here, you're going to get a vintage paperboard poker piece. I think these would be a lot of fun to alter. Each one has at least 5 different used stamps. So those are kind of fun to incorporate into pieces. I'm trying to pull them all out here. There we go. And then each one's going to get a couple of words that I've cut out of a book. Those are fun to play with. A quote from a tea bag. You're going to get one of each of these 2 different vintage tickets. A washi sticker, a fragile sticker, a card from the vintage game Touring, a card from this vintage Disney card game, a card, there's a vintage French vocabulary card, and everybody's going to get one of these tags that I make, and they're not all the same saying. There's different ones in different packs, and one of the hearts that I punch out from my masterboards, and a vintage anatomy flashcard, which I thought might be fun for altering for Halloween as well. So there you go. That's what's shaken in the large vintage paper and ephemera packs this month. The sale shop update is September 24th. There will be 23 of these packs available on that day. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. You guys are awesome. Talk to you next time.